Welcome to another video. Today's video is about
Welcome everybody, another Einstein video. So in a previous video you will have seen me make these two speakers come and work and sound come out of the back of the Einstein. So that was a great idea for when I actually get all the kit to record gameplay. But what I really want is the internal speaker and the external speakers working at the same time. So then I can record to my PC with these speakers not working, obviously, because the cable that these speakers are connected to will go to the recording device, and then my desktop speakers will be turned off because I don't want to hear what's being recorded. But then also at the same time I want to hear what's being recorded from here, because recording on the PC you get a 2-second lag. So my idea was to get an on-off switch, so off, on, off, whatever, connect up this speaker inside here to the same ports as these speakers were connected to, but then have this switch to say, right, turn the internal speaker off so only the external speakers work, which means when I'm recording video via the RGB VGA converter and the audio from here, then I won't be able to hear this, which is fine. But then also what I want to be able to do is when I am recording the video and it's not coming through from my PC speakers, I want to be able to hear it still from the Einstein when I'm not recording on this sort of like video. So what I'm going to try and do is reconnect the internal speaker and show you it working between these speakers and that speaker, so technically you'll get like pseudo triple sound, which is okay, but ordinarily the speakers wouldn't be connected, so it's not going to be a problem. And then we're going to try and switch this off to make sure that this sound goes off and these speakers are still active. Okay, so the only place I can really mount this switch is sort of like there. Now that is a direct opposite of that side. Obviously it looks the same, but on that side is the power and the alphanumeric. Does it say that? What does it say? It says, oh, alpha lock. So that's when you've got caps lock on. So that's on that side, matches this black, and that will fit just nicely in there, and there's plenty of space in there for fitting it. But what it does mean is that the cable that comes from here is going to have to go, ground will go there, and then the signal wire will have to come across here and into there. So that might be a problem, but we'll have a look in a minute. So I'm going to take the case off now and I'll show you what I mean about the wiring, and we'll try both speakers at the same time.
A few moments later.
Right, so the case is off. Let me find a screwdriver so I can point out the bits and bobs that we've got without trying to knock the camera. Let's have a see. Right, okay, so this is where the cable goes, which then goes all the way around the back. Can you see? Over there. And it goes out the back of the Einstein. So that is what we need to splice in. So if I unplug that, remember, grey goes to the right. So that is, I can show you here, the cable that I made. Okay, so that's the cable I made. This goes all the way around the back of the machine and out to the 3.5mm socket, which has left and right and, oh, just checking to make sure that's right, yep, left and right and ground. Spacing those out a bit, there we go. So I need to splice this cable, yeah, with this cable, which is the original Einstein speaker. Now, that goes in that way, which means the cable with the black matches the cable with the grey. So, how can I do this? Now, I think what I might have to do is, if I can actually I can take that cover off. Yep. So with that cover off, that cover's not there anymore, which is what that fits into. I can probably get these onto the motherboard and clamped down. Yeah, I can do that. So I could probably even take that off there like that. And of course this one doesn't want to come off, does it? No, of course not, because that black plastic is pushed in too far. Oh, there we go. Right, so that one's out as well now. So we've got the bare wires. And what we need to do with those is attach them here. Now, I wonder what the best way to attach those would be. I should solder them to the motherboard, one either side like that. Do I really want to solder the motherboard on the Einstein? Yeah, why not? Because it's only going to be a small blob of solder. Be right back when the soldering iron's on.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I've got the two ends of the cable there. I really need, if I can, to tin these just slightly. My soldering iron's not very hot today, so hopefully it'll take tin. Yep, there we go. There we go. Amazing. So, grey goes to that one, and blue goes to the... So I think what I might do is I might shift your round position a bit so you can see what's going on, and I'll solder them as close to the board as I can without shorting anything out. Right, that's a better camera angle, but I'm not sure it's the right one. So, let's try this. Apologies if my hand gets in the way. I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to give you a good, as clean a shot as I can, without obviously killing the motherboard. Okay. Is that going to be good enough, do we think? No. Right. We might have to put some flux on. Now I bought some nice new flux paste, and I'm hoping that this is good enough. I've never used this before. I've always ever used the liquid. There we go. Right. Let's see whether this will work again. We need to put a blob of solder on each side of there then maybe. Maybe. So. Yes, there we go. Right. Now, is this going to play ball? Ooh. Yeah. Okay. I might have to just get this out of your angled shot. I'm sorry, folks. Let me get my hand in the way. Okay, right, so that should be the same as it was before. Should we try it? Let's reset and see what we've got. There we go. Right, so mouse art is selected, which I don't want because I need a game. Okay, into games. Let's see what we've got. We want something really good with some great music. Jet Set Willy, that will do. So let's reset. Move the light up a bit so I can see the screen. There we go. So, the music, let me show you this, if I can move up without disturbing. It's coming out of here. Yep, and that is, if you can see, Jet Set Willy. So, what I'll try and do then now, well, I'll turn that down because that's very, very loud. So hopefully, if I plug this in now, and it's now coming out of there as well. So I've got speaker here. You can see, you can't really see, speaker coming out here and speaker coming out of there. So I'll take you off the stand and then we'll see what we can see. Internal speaker, which is here. External speakers there. And the way I can test that is if I remove these from there. There we go. It's only coming from here now. So I can put my switch on this cable to come here, and then I can turn this off and have the external ones working. So that's what I'll do next. Right, so here's the switch that I've got. And as you can see, it's a bit gnarly. So I will take off, if I can, the gnarly bits. That appears to be that appears to be quite hot. Gosh. So I think those bits need clipping off. So oh, yeah, I think what's happened with those is that there's wire that's gone through the holes on those. Okay, well, we can still use that. That's not a problem. So what I need is a wire that I can use as an additional jumper cable. So I'm going to my little box of tricks here. What have we got? They're no good. I must have a wire somewhere. What I will do though is I'll get my helping hands out while I'm at it. That's a good idea, Michael. Oh, you see, that's very hot. There we go. There we go. And what sort of wires do I possess? Right, so I've got a 3.5mm jack with no end on it. So what we can do is if I take that and then I see how we can do this, because there's two cables in here. There's a left and a right audio, yeah? So what we'll need to do is split that, take off the black cover and use both of the cables. So we're not actually wasting anything other than this horrible black surround. Yes, there we go. Right, so that goes in the bin. And then we've got on here, we've got shielding, because there should be, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, a left and a right, and then metallic ground. So we don't need the ground, so I can use that for another project. So pull those two out. Look at that. We've got some good cables. Okay, so what I need to do is take the end off that. Take the end off that. Whee. One of those. Spin that round a bit, and that's all right there. And then the same for the return cable, which is like that. So the only thing it won't have is it won't be shielded, which may cause some noise on the actual music, but it is only for me to listen to the actual music as I'm playing the game while I'm recording it, so I don't think that's going to be a great problem. So what we need to do is, can I get all four of these together so I can tin all four at the same time? Now that would be immense, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, there we go, look at that. No, that's not going to work. Okay, we won't be clever, we'll do two at a time. There we go. There we go. Right, so that's that side done. So what I want is, I want to put red on the top. Oh, it's a bit big, that. There we go. Just got to go backwards and forwards behind the camera. Okay. red on the top, and again white is too big. Do that, spin that round, and then do white on that side. There we go. Okay, so that's part of the job. That's part of the job done. So off, on, and basically all it will do is it will stop the flow of electric and signal from either side of the cables. So now what I need to do is go back to the Einstein and then clip some cables, and then we can take it from there. Right, so first of all, what I think I'll do is I'll put my hole here for the switch to go in, because then I can feed the cables under here, clip the cable there on that side, and then wire it up, and it should be right. So I'll do that now. I'll show you the hole when it's done.
A few moments later.
Right, so the hole is drilled as ever, very retro. I've used my old hand drill. The only real drill I've got for this sort of thing is in the garage, so it's a bit bulky to get out. So I'm not really bothered about that for a quick video like this. And then also, we should have the on being up. How is that going to fit through? Oh, and it does, look at that. That's great, but what I've noticed is, on the back of this, there's an additional nut, which we need to take off, because then it won't fit through the hole properly. And there we go. So I think if we stick that on there now like that, okay, and then hold that there, and then say there we go, on, off. There we go. So I'll route the cables under here now, and then we'll get back to soldering. So the cables here, those cables now, can be routed under the floppy drive unit, and hopefully it will poke out that side. Oh, oh, yes. No. Oh, why is the red wire being stubborn? Oh, there we go. Hello. Okay. So what that means is now, how far can that go? Oh, the white cable. Oh, there we go. The white cable was caught. Okay, so we've got white and red cable. So what that means is I can chop that there, which means no more internal cable, and then I can do that. Yep. And then, oh no, that didn't come off there, did it? That wasn't right. There. Like so. So as you'll tell, this will be a really, really heavily modified Einstein. I think white to that side, red to that side. What do we think? Do we think that's right? So if I mix those up like so, we can get some solder. And we can clasp those together. So if I turn this on now, we should get, it's on the down position. Can you see that? In the down position. So we should get just out of the speakers here. Which we do. And then we unplug the speakers at the back and there's no sound. And I turn the internal speaker on. And I turn the internal speaker off. And I turn the internal speaker on. And then I plug in the external speakers. And I turn down the volume. And I'll turn off again now so we can solder those. So there we go. So a very simple switch which gives me internal control of the speaker. So no speaker, speaker. No speaker, external speakers, or which will be I don't know whether I've actually got it. Where is it? Oh no, it's on my desk. 3.5mm jack to 3.5mm jack recording on the PC. At the same time, I can have the internal speaker working when I'm not recording audio on the camera, because then the audio on the camera will be overtaken by the audio from the Einstein. So the whole point is that I want to be able to hear when I'm playing the games, but when I'm speaking, I want to turn on or off, turn the speaker off, so I can talk to you without any disturbances. Now, what we need to do and finish off is put some solder. Let's get you back in position. We can put some solder on here. There we go. And some solder on there. There we go, and that's those soldered. Not the best in the world, but there we are. They are soldered together. Fantastico. And then I think I might actually, if I can space the cable out like that, I might put some electrical tape on it. And what have I got? Oh, over here, look at this, I've got some lovely, proper, old school retro insulation tape. So that's old school green and yellow insulation tape. So I'll do that. Put that round there like so. So that's now electrically insulated. And again, not the best in the world, because this is my machine, it's not for anybody else. And quite frankly, I just want to be able to record game videos and application videos and the like for you guys on YouTube. This is my production machine, of course, and it is a fairly early model. It's serial number 1681, I do believe, which in the grand scheme of things is, you know, the 1600th Tatung Einstein to be released to the general public. And that's quite a thing, because I've seen them all the way up to 36,000 almost, and then all the way down to like 142. So this is the machine I use for my production videos. I'm due to get another couple more with a load of gear fairly soon, I hope. So one of those will be my saver, boxed, and the other one I reckon will be, I don't know, donated or refurbished and sold on, because I don't really want 3 machines. I want one to fiddle with, one to keep, and then the discs and the magazines I'm more interested in, but that's for another time again. So anyway, but just one more check to make sure that everything's working. So we're in the off position now. I can move this without too much judder. Yeah, let's try a different game, shall we? Let's try... We've got Lazy Jones. Right, let's try this. So, external speakers. Unplugged external speakers. Internal speaker. 3, 2, 1. External speakers. Internal speaker. So you can have them both together. Or the internal one off. Excellent mod. Very quick. Very simple to do. And it's made my life a lot more easy for doing YouTube videos. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Very quick. Just showing you how you can bypass the internal speaker to an external one, and you have them both together, like for like, same for same, doing the same job. So yeah, so thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get notifications when I release more videos. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, bye bye.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the bell icon for new video notifications. Bye bye, see you in the next video.
Shall we play